Good morning, guys. So, today on the drive to work, the topic is food and diet and how that totally affects my success and productivity. Now you're gonna think this is so random, right? How are you gonna explain what you ate this morning is like directly correlated with how successful you're gonna be that day? Well, for me, I don't know about you, but there's a definite correlation. And let me tell you, I'm also telling you this while I have a cold, so it's like super amplified when I'm sick. I don't know about you, but this is my example, right? Let's say you wake up and you have a choice of breakfast. You could either do like, eggs with spinach and lentils, which is exactly what I ate this morning, or you have cereal, a bowl of sugary cereal. Now, one would say, depending on who you are, you would be like, well, either one would do, or there's no way I would have those eggs and spinach when I can just have a quick cereal or a bagel or something like that, waffles, and if you wouldn't think twice about it, right? But when I choose the more fatty, sugary option, I don't know about you, but I get this feeling afterwards of just, like, instead of energized, it's the complete opposite. I just want to kind of like sit back, and usually I feel a little gross, and I can't move, and I'm just not motivated. And normally what happens when I do it is I start looking for other things to eat, other things to like counteract this feeling I have. But what happens is it makes it even worse, because I'll start eating more random things, and then by the end I'm just like, oh god, I can't do it. And I realized the best thing for me to do is to like hit the reset button on it, and I'll go like brush my teeth. I seriously will do this. I'll be like, I can't, and I'll like go brush my teeth, and that'll be my reset button. And usually that does kind of make me feel better, but in general, it just will totally turn me off, will give me this overall bad feeling, and thus this is why it will make me less productive, because one, I'm focusing way too much on how I feel, and like then I'm distracted with different foods, and then my energy level's low because I've put in my body something that it doesn't like, and it's just processing it wrong. So this is why food plays such an important role in success and productivity, in my opinion. And this is why also I suggest, and I'm suggesting this to myself because I need to regiment myself a little bit better, to be more controlled about what you eat. And not only will this help your overall like energy level and productivity and just how you feel, but also it's kind of like a psychological thing, right? It's like a mental exercise, because for me, self-control is like a huge thing, right? And especially when you're trying to build something like a business from scratch, that one, you're like doing it yourself. You don't have a boss overseeing you and saying, did you do this today? Did you do that? So you need control. You need to like have self-focus, and food in one way helps train your mind in that way. Like if you start saying, you make those choices, and I'm still making bad choices. For example, this morning I went to Trader Joe's to get healthy snack options. And so I got myself some almonds and some dried figs and whatnot, some healthy options. And then ironically, they had the samples out, right? And what was the sample? It was a cookie. And it was like 8:30 in the morning. And at first I was just like, nah, I don't really need that. But then I was like, a little hungry. Maybe I'll just try it. It's a little piece of cookie. And I ate it. Instant regret. And I can still taste it. I can still like feel it. And I was like, why did I do that? So I need to personally be more focused and be more, have more self-control. And one tip on this, because I'm failing at it too, and I did it really well when I was on the fertility diet, when I was dealing with fertility, but I went off it, and now I feel like I need to go on it again. But it's also like mentally, it will train your mind to really do something, and if you put your mind to it. If you decide you're not gonna have sugar, and you can do it, and then that will help you in the long run for other things, like, okay, I'm gonna get this task done today, something that you thought might not have been possible before now is possible, because it's so much of this is like mental, is what I'm realizing as I go along. I feel like it's 90% mental. If I can get past my block and just do it, just go forward and do it and make progress, that's more than half the battle. So, to end, eat well, and it will lead to not only a healthier lifestyle, but more productivity, a happier you, and it will help kind of train you also to be better at whatever you want to do, whether it be exercise. It's the same thing that goes with exercise, right? Everyone says they want to exercise more, but it's really hard to just do that, to like make that progress. And once you get yourself to the gym, or just put on the thing on the TV, the yoga thing on YouTube, it could be the smallest thing. You just need to like get over that mental block. So that's my thing with food and anything, and the food is kind of like my little building block to ultimate success, because not only health-wise and just energy levels, but in general, just the mindset that you train your mind when you're dealing with food. And I'm not saying to not indulge or not have anything that you love, because trust me, I love food more than anything else. I'm constantly thinking about what I can eat. But my one thing is everything in moderation. And two, you'd be so surprised once you cut things like refined sugars and some of these carbs out of your diet, what a difference of how you feel. And you don't even realize that it was affecting you that much. And once I cut out refined sugars during my fertility diet days, and I went back, it's incredible. Still today, when I taste something, you can taste the difference between refined sugar and a natural sugar. And it's almost like repulsive, to be honest with you. When something has too much refined sugar, it's just like, oof, it hits you. But then it's amazing how your palate can differentiate. Anyway, I'm deviating. It's great to do. I'm not telling you that you have to be like super regimented, turn vegan, or go crazy. I'm saying to make wise choices, everything in moderation, and just give it a try. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm kind of half talking to you, but more like I'm motivating myself to get back to it and stop. Don't take that cookie when they offer it to you at the sample table, and simple things like that. And my biggest thing is don't keep unhealthy things around, right? At work or in your house, because what's gonna happen, you're gonna eat them. It's really hard to have self-control. So just, if you keep healthy things around you, there you go, half the battle. So, let's do this. Let's start eating healthy and becoming more successful and more productive. See you guys soon.